Have you ever noticed how much emotion a pair of eyes can hold? Before the details, before the colors, before the brushes even touch the paper, it's the eyes that decide whether a portrait feels alive or not. In today's video, I'm painting just that, a close up watercolor study of the eyes, not rushed, not overworked, just patient, led, and intentional. This artwork is all about subtle transitions, soft skin tones, and controlled details, and I'll walk you through the entire process from the very first wash to the final highlights. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's paint together. So, the first layer is always the most important. I keep it very light, very transparent, and very loose. No pressure, no dark values. This layer is just about mapping the basic skin tone, placing shadows softly, understanding light direction. At this stage, the painting may look unfinished or even boring, and that's perfect. If your first layer looks strong, it becomes difficult to correct later. So always remember, the first layer should feel like a whisper and not a statement. The eyes are the soul of this artwork, so I approach them with extra patience. So this is my reference, as you can see on the screen, according to which I'm painting my artwork. And instead of painting everything at once, I worked in multiple gentle layers. First the light ones, and then I've layered my layers as per my reference. So I avoided sharp lines early on, edges stayed soft, letting the colors blend naturally. This layering technique helps create depth without harshness, which is crucial in realistic portraits. Watercolor can be intimidating, especially when it comes to portraits. One wrong stroke and it feels like everything is ruined. But here's the secret. Watercolor is forgiving if when you respect its nature. For this piece, I followed a layer by layer approach, which is extremely important when painting realistic skin and expressive eyes. Remember this, watercolor is not about forcing details early, it's about letting the paper breathe. So now I'm working on the details, and for that I'm using darker colors, and I'm building my layers. As you can see, I am still not using very dark color. So here is one more small tip, that use a thinner or a smaller brush for painting, smaller details like eyelashes or the smaller regions. Because when it came to eyelashes, eyebrows, and fine textures, small brushes made all the difference. Large brushes are great for washes, but for details, use fine round brushes. Control the water. Let the brush do the work, not your hand. Tiny strokes build realism. Rushing details ruins softness. And as you can see, patience here is everything. So you have to be patient and work patiently. Also, I want to mention that for this painting, I am using my newly bought mop brushes, which are from Brustro, which I recently ordered, and they are performing beautifully. These brushes help me create smooth, even washes, hold more water without flooding the paper, blended skin tones seamlessly. Mop brushes are amazing when you want soft transitions without streaks, especially in portraits. If you're struggling with patchy washes, which I was initially, so investing in a good mop brush can really elevate your work. And skin is never one color, guys. In this artwork, I layered warm peach tones, soft pinks, subtle browns, and of course, a little bit of gray and black. Each layer was allowed to dry completely before adding the next one. So please keep in mind, this is the mistake which I repeated so many times initially when I used to work with watercolor, that I did not allowed my artwork to fully dry, the previous layer to fully dry. I used to just rush into it and paint all over it again and again, which introduced patches into my artwork. So you have to keep that in mind, and of course that will make your artwork look much more better. Texture came naturally from the paper green, from controlled water, and from letting the paint settle on its own. There were moments during this painting where it didn't look right, and that's normal. Uh, it happens every time when you're working on a watercolor portrait, that you feel that something is not wrong, your portrait is not looking nice, it's not looking normal. But trust me, guys, when you build the layers, work continuously on it, I'm sure it will come out as you expected it to be. Every watercolor goes through an awkward stage. The key is not to panic. Instead, step back, let it dry, then return with clarity. Watercolor rewards patience more than perfection. As you can see that I am using a very thin brush for painting the eyelashes, and I'm using darkest brown color for the eyelashes, and now I'm painting the hair. I'm using the same fine brush which I used to paint eyelashes, and you need to have a lot of patience while painting hair, because to make the hair look realistic you have to use a thin brush and you have to paint it in multiple layers. Keep making the thin strokes as per your reference. As you can see that I have already painted my base layer, and I'm still not using a very harsh or dark color. I'm not using a black color. I have used brown color, and which is not very dark as per my reference, because I'll work in layer. I'm making strokes in the upward direction because that's how the hair look in my reference, and I'm leaving some space on the top region because that's where I will highlight my hair. You have to follow this technique when you're working with watercolors. You have to leave the areas lighter which you have to highlight, and you have to keep building areas where there are shadows with darker colors, and that's how your artwork will develop depth. Now I'm using a darker color and slightly thicker strokes, as this part is not very highlighted. Now I'm filling all the darker regions with a thicker brush, and I'm building my hair to give it a more realistic and natural look. I'm still using upward strokes, so keep in mind that you have to make strokes as per your reference. In the final stage, I added sharper eyelashes, depth to the pupil, subtle highlights to bring life into the eyes, and I added highlights to the hair to make it look realistic. I avoided overworking. Sometimes stopping early is better than fixing too much. The goal isn't hyperrealism, it's emotion. This artwork is a reminder that layers matter, light matters, and softness is strength in watercolors. If you're learning portraits, don't rush the process. Focus on thin layers, small brushes, and calm decisions. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you enjoyed this process, don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts. And most importantly, keep painting, keep experimenting, keep trusting yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, guys.